This evening, a suspect in the father and son death in Campbellville is in custody. Jaglio says the PPP presidential candidate will not speak from his desk. Minister Lawrence apologizes to cover the shame of another minister. And Lands and Survey signs a multi-million-dollar geo-mapping agreement.
From Safe TV headquarters in South Rival Gardens, this is Safe TV Headline News with George Gonzalez.
Today is Wednesday, July 11th, 2018, and this edition of Headline News is now being streamed live on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us. I am Baby Baka, sitting in for George Gonzalez. A nearby neighbor is in custody as the police is treating the death of the Layla father and son as a murder. Esther Sobers brings us that report.
Police have apprehended a suspect after the gruesome discovery of Dinarain Leela, a 61-year-old pandit and businessman, and his 28-year-old son Gopal Leela. They were found yesterday decomposing at the Craig Street, Campbellville home. Police investigators said that there were multiple stab wounds about the bodies of both men. According to reports, the men were not seen for several days, and it was a tenant who occupied the lower flat of the house who smelled a stench and upon inquiry discovered the men's lifeless bodies. Friends and family members were gathered outside the home seeking answers, as it was suspected that the men may have been murdered. Police discovered the bodies with marks of violence and the house was ransacked. Dinarain had 8 stab wounds to his abdomen, 1 to his lower back and 1 to the right hip. The CCTV footage was handed over to the police, which revealed that an unidentified male was seen jumping the fence and entering the men's home. Police investigations are ongoing as the suspect is assisting with investigations. For Channel 2 Headline News, Esther Sobers.
Thanks, Esther. General Secretary of the PPP, Barra Jaglio, says that the PPP presidential hopefuls will use another forum to tell their story, not his desk. Shamar Allen was at the press conference.
Not from my desk. Opposition leader Barra Jaglio said that if the PPP presidential candidates want to tell their stories, they have to use another forum, not his desk. Channel 2 Headline News had asked Jaglio a question and he was responding.
Should I share it with everyone else? That's what was my point. So everyone who decides they want to run, I should share it with.
The question was whether the opposition leader thinks that Charles Ramson should have an opportunity to come to one of his press conferences and make a presentation, now that he has declared his intentions.
They will get a chance to present their plans at another level.
The former president stated that there are several persons who have declared their intentions for the presidential candidacy. He went on to list them.
I think I should share it with Gail Teixeira, Irfan Ali, Anil Nandalal, and get all of them to come and tell you what their views are?
Jaglio said that so far about 7 or 8 PPP members have expressed their desires of being the presidential nominee for the party. He seems to have been joking when he said that even the controversial Kwame McCoy might be one of the presidential nominees, given that he is a long-standing member of the PPP's Central Committee.
There are several who have declared and yet who say they are yet to declare. And they will declare at the right time. So we may end up with 7, 8. It's Kwame said he might consider because he's a member of the Central Committee.
For Channel 2 Headline News, Shamar Allen.
Thanks, Shamar. There is a need to improve geo-mapping of Guyana's massive expanse of land, and the government has awarded $39 million to this project. Shamar Allen tells us more.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for inviting me here to Guyana.
Today, the Guyana Lands and Surveys Commission signed a multi-million-dollar contract with Ordnance Service International. The intention of the agreement is for the Commission to improve the areas of surveying, agriculture, and mining. Minister of State Joseph Harmon said that this initiative will help the Guyana Lands and Survey to keep data.
This establishment of the CORS network, however, in Guyana is a very important development, as it will enable the Lands and Surveyors Commission to fulfill one of the main aspects of its mandate, which is to execute or cause to be executed geodetic, topographic, hydrographic, and cadastral surveys in relation to the land and water resources of Guyana.
The Ordnance Survey International is an arm of the Land Agency of the United Kingdom that specializes in consultancy services. This project seeks to establish and sustain a modern, robust, and accurate national database of Guyana's land development. Commissioner of the Guyana Lands and Surveys Commission, Trevor Ben, said that this undertaking will also help with capacity building. Ben said that the consultancy is more than a study.
This consultancy is more than a study. It is the establishment of a network.
In June 2018, Cabinet gives its notification for the $93 million contract for the establishment of this consultancy service. Ben said that there will be local persons involved in the project and subsequently take over the work.
Our staff who will participate in the capacity building exercise can maintain and oversee the work.
The government will be closely monitoring the work for this project and is of the expectation that the core objectives will be achieved. For Channel 2 Headline News, Shamar Allen.
Thanks, Shamar. Please don't go away. Coming up after the break, church reaches out to community with health fair, and Minister Lawrence meets and apologizes to security guard. Brooms still to apologize. But first, here is your foreign currency exchange rates.
For the latest in news from Guyana, the region, and beyond, visit our website, headlinenewsguyana.com.
The Big King you love just chickened out. Introducing the new Chicken Big King with 2 crispy chicken patties and our signature king sauce. The new Chicken Big King, now part of our Burger King favorites. Only at Burger King, where taste is king.
Need a ride around town and beyond? Look no further than Oasis Ride Taxi Service. With affordable prices and some of the best drivers in the business, we've been delivering prompt and reliable service to Guyana for over 16 years. We also offer tours, chauffeur service, and even car rentals. You can call us at 231-5554 or 225-5496. For deals, specials, and more information, find our page on Facebook. Oasis Ride Taxi Service. Let's go.
Are you kidding me? Really? So wrong. That is not what we were taught at the Green Generation Guyana camp.
Is this the correct way to do it? Drivers, you have 2 options that you can use. First, you can temporarily put your empty plastic bottles in the trunk of your vehicle or on the ground on the passenger side next to you. Or secondly, place them in the nearest garbage bin you see. We need you to play your part in helping us keep the environment clean and healthy. A message from the Ministry of Communities, Green Generation Guyana Sanitation Program. For more information, please contact us on 592-227-2605, or you may find us on the World Wide Web at www.moc.gov.gy.
Welcome back. Senior PNC member and Minister of Public Health, Valda Lawrence, has stepped up to save the face of her government. She apologized to the new driving security guard who was accused by Junior Minister Brooms. Wendell Jeffrey is following that story.
In a strange twist to the Junior Minister Brooms saga, senior PNC member and Minister of Public Health Valda Lawrence is reported to have met and apologized to the officer who was arrested and detained for hours following a claim that he had pulled his service firearm on a sitting minister of government. Pictures have surfaced on Facebook with Minister Lawrence meeting with, shaking hands, and apologizing to the security officer, Josh Rambaran. There is also a hashtag on Facebook that says, "I am with Minister Lawrence." In the meanwhile, Kaichur News is reporting that Junior Minister Brooms is claiming that she has been attacked. Brooms said, "I feel disrespected as a woman, as a citizen of Guyana, and I feel targeted." The minister did not say who has disrespected her and who is targeting her. Now that security video footage has surfaced, appearing to contradict the minister's claim, there are calls that Minister Brooms should make a public apology to the security guards. For Channel 2 Headline News, Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. The Restoration and Life Ministries Church in South Rheinveld over the weekend offered the community a series of free health services. Esther Sobers tells us more.
The Restoration and Life Ministries Church held a fair over the weekend. The fair, which is the second of its kind, was a success. It was held with the collaboration of the Ministry of Public Health. There were many persons in attendance and they were able to utilize the free blood pressure testing and oral health, among other health services.
Restoration and Life Ministries is proceeded to have an annual health fair, which was an initiative sparked out of the youth arm of our church for purpose-driven youth as our community project in 2017. The church's mission, under the leadership of Apostle Big Billy, is to empower all men, declare the prophetic word by all means, that a man can lay hold of it into destiny and prosperity.
At the opening ceremony, patrons did not only receive free health services, but were also entertained in song and poetry by members of the church.
Until you read what's on my mind, until you stood in gospel to the poor life.
The clinical and regional officer for nursing, Caroline Hicks, brought remarks on behalf of Minister of Health.
I do hope that the services rendered today will include some aspect of addressing some of the mental and emotional challenges we face in the community. And while I'm of the mental health, as you know, as a country, we face challenges of suicide in the hemisphere, with Guyana ranking the highest in the suicide rate. This has crossed barriers of age, sex, ethnicity, status, and creed.
The theme for this year's health fair is Going Higher and Healthier in 2018. The church plans to make the health fair an annual event. For Channel 2 Headline News, Esther Sobers.
Thanks, Esther. And now for our crime and punishment section with Esther Sobers.
Peter Waldron, a 28-year-old, is accused of having robbed Dion Prasad. He will spend the next 12 months behind bars for stealing Prasad's gold chain worth $71,000. The incident is said to have occurred on May 8 in Georgetown. Magistrate Dylon Bess found the defendant guilty when the matter came before him. Today, Felicia Rosley was charged for giving false information to a police constable. She made her appearance before Magistrate Fabio Azor in the Georgetown Magistrate Court. Rosalie told the police that on May 15th at Kitty, she was robbed of $588,000. The charge alleges that when Rose reported the matter to the police, she was giving false information. Rosalie said she was confused at the time of the incident. She pleaded guilty while telling the court she mixed up her story to the police. Magistrate Fabio Azor fined her $20,000. Failure to pay this will result in Rosalie spending 3 months behind bars. A repeat offender, Raymond Samaru, 27-year-old, made a court appearance today, charged for simple larceny. The charge reads that on July 7th at Lamaha Street, Georgetown, Samaru stole 2 side mirrors from a Nissan Duke motor car. The car belongs to Lachman Singh. Bail was set at $10,000 and Samaru, who pleaded not guilty, was released and ordered to return to court on July 27th. For Channel 2 Headline News, Esther Sobers.
Thank you, Esther. Don't go away. After the break, more than 300 people have reportedly been killed in Nicaragua since the anti-government protests began. And Donald Trump accuses Germany of being Russia's puppet. But first, here's this week's bridge retraction schedule.
The Big King you love just chickened out. Introducing the new Chicken Big King with 2 crispy chicken patties and our signature king sauce. The new Chicken Big King, now part of our Burger King favorites. Only at Burger King, where taste is king.
Are you kidding me? Really? So wrong. That is not what we were taught at the Green Generation Guyana camp.
Is this the correct way to do it? Drivers, you have 2 options that you can use. First, you can temporarily put your empty plastic bottles in the trunk of your vehicle or on the ground on the passenger side next to you. Or secondly, place them in the nearest garbage bin you see. We need you to play your part in helping us keep the environment clean and healthy. A message from the Ministry of Communities, Green Generation Guyana Sanitation Program. For more information, please contact us on 592-227-2605, or you may find us on the World Wide Web at www.moc.gov.gy.
Need a ride around town and beyond? Look no further than Oasis Ride Taxi Service. With affordable prices and some of the best drivers in the business, we've been delivering prompt and reliable service to Guyana for over 16 years. We also offer tours, chauffeur service, and even car rentals. You can call us at 231-5554 or 225-5496. For deals, specials, and more information, find our page on Facebook. Oasis Ride Taxi Service. Let's go.
Welcome back. And now for the regional and international headlines of the day. Since a wave of anti-government protests began in April, more than 300 people have reportedly been killed in Nicaragua, with Sunday being the deadliest of those days, a local human rights group says. 38 people were killed during clashes in 3 areas. 31 were anti-government protesters, 4 police officers, and 3 members of pro-government groups, according to Nicaraguan Center for Human Rights. Clashes between the security forces and anti-government protesters have been intensifying with deadly results. On Monday, the appeals court ruled that dancehall artist Vibes Cartel and his 4 co-accused have the right to enter fresh evidence and agreed to take another look into the details of a trial that found Cartel, Sean Storm Campbell, Kihira Jones, and Andre Sinjon guilty of murder in March 2014. Cartel and his co-accused have been behind bars for nearly 7 years, but now have a glimmer of hope with the new ruling. Cartel, on April 3, 2014, was sentenced to life in prison for his part in the murder of Clive Lizard Williams and told that he would not be eligible for parole until 35 years had elapsed. His co-accused were also sentenced to life but were told that they would be eligible for parole after 25 years. And in international news, U.S. President Donald Trump has suggested Germany's imports of Russian natural gas are a security concern as he and other NATO leaders gather for a summit. At talks in Brussels with NATO Chief Jens Stoltenberg, Donald Trump said it was a very bad thing for NATO that Germany was totally controlled by Russia. He suggested 70% of Germany's gas imports were Russian, but the latest official figures was actually 50.75%. He has accused Europeans of failing to pay enough for NATO operations. And finally, the head of the Thai Navy SEAL has said hope became reality with the successful rescue of 12 boys and their coach from the Tam Long Cave.
เราก็ยังความหวังเล็กๆเท่านั้นเองว่าน้องๆยังมีชีวิตอยู่เนี่ยแต่ว่าด้วยความที่เราต้องสู้ต้องทำไม่ได้คือ
The complex 3-day rescue saw 4 boys emerge on Sunday, 4 on Monday, and the final 4 boys plus their coach on Tuesday. The group was trapped in the cave by rising water and rescued in a dramatic operation that captivated the world. For Channel 2 Headline News, Bibi Bacchus. Now for your weather for the week and beyond. And that's Channel 2 Headline News for this Wednesday evening. As we take our leave, we invite you to find Channel 2 Headline News on Facebook, YouTube, and our website, headlinenewsguyana.com. You can also tune in tomorrow morning at 6:30 for our rebroadcast and Thursday evening at 7 for more news. For now, I am Bibi Bacchus signing out from your newscast, saying thank you for staying tuned and do have a blessed evening.